So this is the first round of the second daily I played this weekend. I played on a Saturday and a Sunday daily, so this is a Sunday daily. The Saturday daily, if you watched the previous videos, didn't go all that well. I went 0-3 before I dropped. So this is my chance to redeem myself. So I'm against a mystery opponent on the draw. So my opening hand, I've got Temple of Malady, 2 Polluted Deltas, an Urborg, Bile-Blight, Kiora, and Ugin. So actually, this is a good hand. I've got the ability to sculpt my hand. I have the ability to play a turn 4 Kiora if need be, and Bile-Blight if I get myself into any trouble. The fetches are nice, and I got Urborg, which may or may not be a detriment depending on what he's playing. So he plays Pharika's Chosen, 1/1 Death Toucher. And at this point, I just go, okay. So I draw another Bile-Blight, play my Temple Malady. Treasure Cruise comes up. So Treasure Cruise right now isn't that good. If I had a Cedar Wayfinder, I might be singing a different tune. But right now I only have the 2 Deltas and probably Bile-Blight to fill up the graveyard. So put it to the bottom. The other benefit is I got Polluted Deltas, so if I want to shuffle away, I can shuffle away. So he's playing with Lifelands, so again that makes me kind of go, I don't know what's going on. So I just play a Polluted Delta, draw a Yavimaya Coast, so I'm doing pretty well on lands, which given what happened yesterday was pretty interesting. So he plays Warden of the First Tree. Now that's something that can get out of hand pretty quickly. So here I fetch, I grab an island, play Urborg. Now I want to leave the Warden on the battlefield for now because I want him to be able to commit mana to that before I go and I play anything, or before I Bile-Blight it. So now that he's done that, I'll Bile-Blight it, and he only comes through for 1. So draw into a Temple of Mystery, play the fetch land, and jam in Kiora. So Kiora bubbles the Pharika's Chosen, and he morphs. So the good thing is he probably is here's what I'm thinking is he's got a 1/1 Death Toucher, he's got a 2/2 morph that he probably can't morph because he only has the Rugged Highlands. So bubble the morph, Sultai Charm out the Pharika's Chosen, and for shits and giggles as Bile-Blight. And it was Rattleclaw Mystic, so I'm thinking that was a pretty good play. So he played Fearsome Awakening, which gets him back his Warden of the First Tree. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, sucks that I did that with a Bile-Blight, but I've still got Kiora. And he hasn't really done anything to Kiora, so Kiora unchecked really just runs away with the game. So Ugin was the scry, goes to the bottom. Cedar Wayfinder. So I take the Llanowar Waste. At this point, it doesn't really matter. So he plays Temur Ascendancy. Everything is haste, power greater, 4 greater, you draw a card. So again, not that concerned with it. And he levels up his Warden. There's a Bile-Blight if I want to use it. Make my emblem. And again, right now, Bile-Blighting him because the next step up is making him a Spirit Warrior. So this turn he can't go Spirit Warrior and put counters on it, so I'm not too concerned. So he Multi-Charms, draws and discards. Brave the Sands. Dragon Eye Servant. There's a 0/6. Temple. Disdainful Stroke. You know, that's not really going to do anything for me. So at this point, I'm just running in with Krakens. Or Krakens, or whatever you want to call them. Because there's no reason not to. You know, the hilarity of a little snake taking down a big Kraken, or Kraken, but... Okay, and Ugin. So at this point, game is over. Alright. So on to game 2, which, according to this, is game 1. Okay, so... Again, here, this is a keepable hand. Because I've got Temple included Delta, Satyr Wayfinders, Bile-Blight, and Thoughtseize. You know, that's a really keepable hand. So I gotta Silence the Believers. That could be good moving forward. So there's a Swamp, which I like. So he plays Jeskai Sage. You know, I'm really thinking, okay, this is just an interesting deck. I'll put the Satyr Wayfinder out. So Wayfinder, you know, mills away a Bile-Blight, but I get 3 lands, so I take the Scry land. You know, the Scry land over the others just because, you know, I'll smooth out some draws. Cast Brave the Sands, which is fine. You know, again, it's another interesting card. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish here. So I get to Scry here. That's a dig. And you place the Chosen. So I mean, this is an easy block here. Let him draw a card. Have to dig on top. You know, the Opulent Palace comes in. And again, I'm not sure if this is just a budget build or what the deal is. I put up my other wayfinder, see what I can see. Take the Opulent Palace. And I'm willing to trade. Like, to me, that's not a big deal. So he plays Tassiger. So here we can see, I was going to say we can see what I put in the sideboard, but we can't. Not until I have another fetch. There's a dig. So I thought season, just see what's going on. You know, Reach of Shadows and Vanishing Light. So Reach of Shadows really isn't that good against me. You know, I play Solemn Guard, I play Rakshasa, Death Dealer. Other than that, everything's monocolored. Actually, I don't think I play Solemn Guard on the build online, so it's actually really useless. So Vanishing Light is far more difficult for me. So he played Blossoming Sands and moved on. So Satyr Wayfinder. Dig Thoughtseize Ugin, I get the Temple of Mystery. Temple of Deceit comes into play. Oh, sorry, it was on top. There's a Delve spell. So he plays Frontier Siege. He chooses dragons. So whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Okay. Not sure why he chose that, but that's fine. So there's another dig. So Ugin's coming out. And I'm trying to make the decision, do I minus or do I plus him? And I think I make the decision to minus him. Get rid of the Frontier Siege. And at the rate he's playing, I'm not concerned about too much. I need a Banishing Light it, but yeah, that's fine. With 3 Dig Through times in hand. Yeah, here's Kiora and Ashiok. Now comes Kiora, and I know he's going to have a hard time dealing with Kiora. Need Treasure Cruises. That's fine. There's another Dig Through time, so Drown and Temple. You know, I'm stocked to the nines with removal. There's another Kiora. I think Kiora went on the bottom, and here I'm just slamming Ashiok because again it's another threat. And what is it? Grab me Torrent Elemental. Now Torrent Elemental is an interesting one. The Torrent Elemental he can actually put into play. And this is where I think he makes a mistake. If I was him, I'd be putting that Torrent Elemental right into play. But he casts Aktara, which gets silenced. and he has Rake's Chosen. So I mean, had he chosen to take the Torrent Elemental, it would have been fine, but in turn I get to cast the Torrent Elemental. Let's hide that. Now, he just got rid of his Torrent Elemental, and I guess I was mistaken on the Reach the Shadows. That's one or more color, so I don't know. So that's a really expensive terror. No better than terror. I just dutiful return 2 target creatures from graveyard to hand, just fine. I mean, here we got Krakens going again. You know, I can 2-for-1 here. So I 2-for-1 there. Now he's got a Tassiger and he's got a Torrent Elemental. And again, I'm not that concerned about it because I can attack. And I get a blocker. And again, now we have more threats. Wild Call. And when I saw Wild Call, I thought, ugh, that's not good. But again, it's a 10-10. And each turn, and I get each turn, you know, I create one of these, so it just delays the clock. So you know, I grab the Downfall and the Cruise. And you know, just some interesting stuff. We've got Zergo, Destructor Dragon, Silumgar. So you know, Devil Hero's Downfall, and he's dead. So this actually went really well. I don't think it's an accurate representation of how the deck performs. Just because I don't think I was playing a tier 1 deck. I was definitely playing something that was tier probably 3 at best. So my hope was that in later rounds I'd play, you know, more decks that were a little more aligned to the tier that I was setting up for my deck, and I definitely did. So see you on the next video.